everybody, Bob Chick back with another edition of the Voice of Bodybuilding, powered by Panada, and of course brought to you by Celsius, the drink of choice when you're going to train some shoulders. And that's what we're going to teach you guys today, some of the tips and tricks, secrets from the West Coast that I picked up over the years to show to you guys, okay? So, going to belt up right now. We got, of course, our belt from Cardillo. Nobody does it better. Big shout out to Steve Cardillo out there. I think we need a new Voice of Bodybuilding belt. What do you think, everybody? And of course, the straps, because Versa straps are instrumental. I don't care whether you're training arms, shoulders, back, or anything else. I'm going to show you how to use those as well. So let's start things off today with some presses. We're going to come right over here. Hopefully that doesn't drop. All right. First, the belt. Got to have the belt on. I don't care what I'm doing. I don't know, this gives me a sense of security. Doesn't hurt. And of course, Versa grips. You can use any straps. They're not as necessary as when you're training something like back or biceps. We'll get into that when we get into arm day, but I like them with everything, especially with the Versa grips, because you can use them either way. Actually supplies a little bit of padding on your hands. Not a big glove guy, never have been. I think gloves should be for gardening. Real men, real pros don't wear gloves. Okay, now, here's the cool thing, okay? So we've got the Panada. It's one of the best pieces they have. The Panada Smith machine. And I pointed this out to you guys before, but this bench attachment down here is everything, okay? It makes life a whole lot easier when you can adjust this thing. So we're gonna do some upright seated presses, start things off. But the nice thing is, I don't have to sit here and mess around with trying to get this bench and lining it up with the bar to see if you're straight, because it's already on a track, which is right here. So literally all I have to do is pull it. Seats up. Of course, we want this up. Okay, we're gonna go a little higher than that. That's the angle you would use. 45 degree or 55 degree angle is generally what you're looking for. You don't want to be up and down, but you got to be up enough that you're working shoulders and not upper chest. All right, so I'm just gonna eye this right now, but man, I love this track. Okay, let's see what that does. I already know I'm square. My wife says I'm square anyways, but it's a little bit too much. Okay. Now, here's the key. So we know I'm straight. Okay, hands wide enough. Now you're gonna notice here, it's so tight that I'm on my chin, okay? Now, that's by design, okay? I want that there. I actually use my chin as a base because I don't wanna go below the chin. So any of you guys doing presses, okay? I don't care whether you're doing dumbbell presses, anything with a barbell, free weight, or a Smith machine. The idea, okay, is to only come to here. Why? Because anything from here to here is where you're gonna come up with shoulder problems. Your shoulders really don't like to be down here, okay? This is where all the problems occur, whether you're in a bench press mode or whether you're in pressing mode, all right? There's nothing of value from here to here. So use your chin as a guide. You can bring it back a hair if you want. I like to actually use my chin as if it's gonna hit your chin, but okay, it's right there. That's it, end of the movement, straight up. All right. And initially what I would do is just use this as a warm-up. So I'm just gonna knock out a whole bunch of reps. Could be 20, could be 25, and it could be 2 or even 3 sets. I just wanna get blood in the area. When you say warm up, I don't care what you're training. When you say the word warm up, the key word there is warm. You wanna get blood and most importantly heat into the area. It makes things pliable. If you're cold, think about a piece of taffy, all right? If it's hot, it'll just stretch. If it's cold, you can snap it in half. That's like your ligaments and your muscles and you know, your joints. Everything gets cold and it doesn't like to function properly. Warming up means you're gonna create heat. Okay, and generally I would do, I don't know, 3 or 4 sets with this, kind of working my way up, all right? So once again, you're here, all right? You don't want to get too wide and you don't want to be too close. So just about shoulder width or even a little bit inside of that is your preferred grip. Notice I use the Versa grips in this manner just to pad the palms. Comes into play when you got 2 or 3 plates on there. Okay, always using the chin. You're going to use this same technique on chest day. All right, even if you're training chest, there's no reason to go from here to here. This is taking my shoulders out of joint. All right, it's actually uncomfortable, and if there's anything's going to snap, if you're going to rip anything, if you're going to tear anything, if you're going to destroy anything on your body, that's where it's going to occur. You've never heard about anybody tearing anything up here. Okay, so use that in your repertoire. Okay, so we got presses in the books. Come on this way. All right, so you just saw some tips for the basic press. Again, that can be adjusted to anything, whether it's a barbell, dumbbell presses, you want an Arnold press in front of you. We'll go through all kinds of variations at some other time, just giving you the basics right now. But we're gonna go to laterals, okay? Standing laterals, probably one of the most fundamental exercises that you can ever use for shoulders. We're gonna start with something light. Let's just take the 20s. A little update on the gym as you're looking around. You'll notice that there's still no mirrors. We are waiting for the mirror, guys. Hopefully we'll have some. I won't be looking at this blank wall, but you don't really need one. But to check the form, all right. Right down next to you, okay? The key to the shoulders is taking your wrist and actually letting it hang down, okay? This would be normal, okay? What you don't want to do is use the forearm muscle. You can see the forearm muscle work. If the hand goes up, if the knuckles rolled up, you'll see people doing this, okay? This is incorrect, all right? What you want to do is actually not really use your thumbs. I don't really need the straps on this, they're just on, okay? You want to use your 4 fingers like a hook, okay? And now, as I'm coming out to the sides, if you notice, the dumbbells are hanging down, okay? I've got a loose grip, and I'm bringing the wrist up, not my hand. That's a big difference because you got to keep your elbows above the dumbbells. You're in the wrong position if you're in this position. Everybody does these wrong, okay? Out to the sides. Notice that the dumbbells are at an angle, okay? My hands are at a natural position right here. They're not like this, and they're not completely sideways either, okay? They're at a natural position, and I'm out to the sides. Throw them out to the walls. Throw them out to the walls. But if you notice, the wrists are always loose. That's your key. All right, that's always going to put the emphasis on your shoulders and take it off the forearm. If this muscle is hurting you, that's what it's from. Okay, it's from wrestling these things up with too much weight to begin with, but then you're using the wrong muscles. You're not getting to the shoulders. Okay, and we're going to do that same thing with upright rows, which we're going to do next. All right, back with Ace the dog. Ace is showing up. He wants to do some upright rows. That's a good boy. You want to do some upright rows? That's a good boy. Okay. He wants the correct form. Pay attention. All right, upright rows. Great exercise. Another exercise that's done wrong most of the time. So I'm going to use an easy curl bar. You can use a straight bar. I just prefer the angle for the hands. Keep it in close to the body. Here's the key, guys, okay? You're only going to come up to the chest, okay? That's it. None of this stuff. This is taking your shoulder out of joint, okay? This is your motion right here. This is your full range of motion. It's from straight arms to your chest. See, again, I don't want to manhandle this. If you notice, I'm not using my thumbs. You know, whether you use the straps or not, I mean, this is light. I'm just showing you guys, but okay, you can use the straps to hang on. That's cool, but you don't need the thumbs really. Again, I want 2 hooks. That's why you use the straps. Remember I was telling you, there's a reason you use the straps, and that's to take the arms out of the motion, out of the movement, and put everything on the shoulders. Now, what's this training? It's training the delts on the side, okay? You want width on your delts. You're trying to get more delts, okay? Delts are obviously comprised of different muscles that we're gonna hit them all. Close grip. Remember, everything works in opposites. It's like every other muscle group we talk about. Anything close is gonna work wide. Anything wide is gonna work close. If I wanted to work traps, I can do the same exact thing, just take a wide grip. Okay, same thing, right to the chest. And this is working, you're gonna feel this in the traps. You don't feel a lot in the shoulders, that's because it's a wide grip. Close grip for the shoulders. Now we can do a variation of this right over here with the cables. All right, get this handy dandy piece. Okay, and all we're gonna do is put a bar on here. All right. And we are gonna do uprights using a cable. You can also use free weight, you can use a Smith machine, you can use a lot of different things. Dumbbells you can use just for variation, okay? Again, close grip, get yourself back, same principles, to the chest. I like these sometimes because you can get continuous tension. Put a little weight on there. It's a great movement. Okay, leaning back just a little bit. Because again, we want a little bit of a different motion rather than the straight up and down. I can actually lean back and keep the emphasis right on my delts. Same thing, no thumbs. Look at, nothing, okay? I got 4 fingers on there. They're 2 hooks. Now you can go as heavy as you want. Yes, you can wrap your thumbs on there. It's not really necessary. Again, if you can do it without gripping the crap out of it, don't white knuckle the bar. It's not gonna help you. It's just gonna make your hands, your forearms, your biceps do more work than you really want. We wanna put the emphasis on the shoulders, okay? All right, next movement, we wanna do something for the front delts. So again, many options here. You can do front raises, front dumbbell alternate. Okay, today I'm gonna use a plate, handheld, just something different and something cool. Okay, so we've got presses, we've got laterals, we've got uprights. Now we're gonna do some fronts. And we're gonna go with the plate. Now, any of the modern plates with the grips, excellent for this because you can actually grab on. Makes life a little bit easier, okay? Gonna start right in front of you, straight up. Okay? Constant motion, you don't have to go over your head. Take the pressure off, keep the pressure on with a 3/4 movement, okay? But this is an excellent piece. Now clearly you can do fronts a number of different ways. We can use that bar. It's the same type of thing, all right? Grab our easy curl bar again. Doesn't really matter, straight bar, easy curl bar. Same thing, all right? Close grip, fairly close. Right out in front. Notice the hands, same principle, right? I'm not doing this, I'm doing this. Right out, 3/4. Okay? Do the same thing with dumbbells. If you did dumbbells, alternate dumbbells, same principle. Again, let that wrist crack. Again, take the emphasis off the forearm, put it on the shoulder, okay? And of course, you can always do trap work with, you know, some simple shrugs. And again, you could use dumbbells, you can use the Smith machine. There's nothing to shrugs. Just ask yourself 10 questions you don't know the answer to. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Xena knows. That's who knows, huh? That's my little sweetie Xena. And that's gonna wrap things up here for another Voice of Bodybuilding. For Xena, Ace, and me, we're out.